Well, the Seahawks, after getting a big win against Tennessee, now they enter their last 4 game stretch. But why are these next 4 games extremely important for the Seahawks to win the NFC West?
It's football time.
Alrighty, what's going on? Welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast, sports everything on this channel. I'm your host Antonio. Today we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks, of course, got a big win against the Tennessee Titans, but now prepared to take on the Vikings. In Sam Darnold's first game against the Vikings since being let go by the Vikings. But not only should Sam Darnold looking to prove why he was let go of the Vikings, why they shouldn't have let him go, but also the next 3 games are extremely important if they want to win the next few, if they want to win the NFC West. Because not only do you have the Falcons after that, you got 2 games against 2 of the top dogs of both the AFC and the NFC. You got the Indianapolis Colts, and then you got the LA Rams before you go on the road to Carolina and San Francisco to finish off the season. But I'm going to explain why these next 4 games are extremely important for the Seattle Seahawks if they want to win the NFC West. So before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor, smash the button down below, subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks. Why I think these next 4 games are important are because of the amount of little error the Rams have. Because we all know the Seahawks, last time they met up with them, they only allowed them to 249 total yards. And of course, Sam Darnold has to get better from that game. And I believe he will. But not only do you have a top 10 offense, not only do you have a top 7 defense, you have a shot right now to win this division. And I'm telling you something right now. There is no one in the entire NFC that wants to go on the road in a playoff game in Seattle with the 12th man being there in attendance. There is no one, and I repeat, no one that wants to go in Seattle and play a playoff game there. Because we all know Seattle is one of the most loudest, hostile environments in the entire league. When they are there, whenever the 12th man is selling out the entire stadium, it is one of the loudest places to play in the entire NFL. And why that is, why no one wants to go out on the road and play them there, is because the way they've been playing. They have been one of the best defenses in all of football. They are 4th in the league in total rushing yards allowed and rushing TDs allowed on defense. They're 14th in total passing yards allowed and 11th in total passing touchdowns allowed. They're 7th in total scoring defense. They're 4th in total sacks, which have 36. And then you have 9th in interceptions, which they have 9. But the main reason is because of the young guns that are stepping up. The young guns have been absolutely amazing for the Seattle Seahawks, including the rookie safety out of South Carolina in Nick Emenware. He has been a massive stud since arriving back from his ankle injury. He has been a massive stud. And Drake Thomas, I got to give a lot of credit to him as well. Drake Thomas has been looking really darn impressive as well. Because when I look at this defense, there are young guys that are about to step up. And we also just re-signed Quandre Diggs as well. So good thing we got another safety to help our cause. But why I think this is the best chance for Seattle is because the next 2 games are very easily winnable games. The Vikings are not that good, and they're probably going to be playing their 3rd stringer. Then you got to go on the road to play the Atlanta Falcons, which last time you played the Atlanta Falcons and against Kirk Cousins, you were able to blow them out in their building 34-14. Now, some might be different, and I do believe it might be, but the 2 games after that are extremely important. The Colts, we know how their team has been. They've been one of the most balanced attacks in all of football. While their offense has struggled last week because Kansas City was making them beat them by Daniel Jones. Because we know when Jonathan Taylor runs for a load of yards, he is the main reason they would go out there and win games. I think the Chiefs ultimately set the blueprint on how to beat the Colts. And Seattle has a good counterattack to that. They're top 4 in total run defense. And that's the main thing that the Colts do with Jonathan Taylor. And when I look at this defense, there are lots of young guys that are stepping up. You got Byron Murphy already having more sacks than he did last year. You got Leonard Williams doing what he did from last year. You got Drake Thomas absolutely looking all world. You got Nick Mware going out there absolutely looking like a ball hawk. And then you also got other guys out there that are making big time plays. Derek Hall, Kobe Bryant. You also got Josh Jones, Tariq Woolen. You got Ty Okada and Marcus Lawrence, which has been a really good signing for the Seahawks this far. But of course, Ernest Jones was out this past week, which is why Patrick O'Connell stepped in place of Ernest Jones, which he did. He looked really good in his start, and I think they got a lot of good rotational pieces. This is what Seattle does best. They find guys out of Montana State, out of areas you would never think there are good players in, and get the best out of them. Mike McDonald is like that. He is a guy that can transform any bust defensive player and turn him into an all-pro. He is the type of guy that can go out there and do that. He's a guy that can transform a defense that was so bad against the run a few years ago and turn them into top 4 in run defense. This is a team that's been injury riddled, but they've still been getting wins on the defensive side of the ball. They've been getting takeaways. They've been getting to the quarterback. They've been getting takeaways. They've been doing a lot of things that they were not able to do before. And now this is turning into a best case scenario. Because when I look at their remaining schedule, I could see 3, 4, maybe even 5 wins. The 3 wins I can for sure see are against the Minnesota Vikings, the Atlanta Falcons, and Carolina. The other 3 are important games. The Colts, the Rams, and the 49ers. We have to see if this team if Sam Darnold can go out there and win whenever he's put to hold the team on his back. We got to see if he can do it. I'm even criticizing this, and I've liked what I've seen from Sam Darnold. But I'm willing to say that he cost us a few games. I'm willing to say that. Obviously, not the first or the second loss, because those are both defensive plays. But the last game against LA was on Sam Darnold. And this time, Sam Darnold, you've got to be able to do what you couldn't have done in Minnesota. You got to be able to go out there and perform all world. You got JSN putting up historical numbers. He is on pace to break Calvin Johnson's record. You got dogs on the offensive side of the ball. You got AJ Barner, which they're running the barnyard push, which is a runoff of the tush push, but they called it the barnyard for a reason. And then you also got other studs on there. You got JSN, you got Torrey Horton when he's healthy, you got Rashid Shaheed, you got AJ Barner, you got Elijah Arroyo, you got K9, you got Charbonnet. You got so many guys on this offense that are extremely talented. And the defense is extremely talented as well. So when I look at these next 4 games are extremely important. If Seattle wants to win this division, they have to win these next 4 games, including the ones against the Colts and the LA Rams. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but let's hope Seattle can do it, because I would love to see a playoff game in Seattle. Well, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think these next 4 games are important for the Seattle Seahawks? Let me know in the comments what you guys think down below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do me a big favor, smash the button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.